right, guys. Hello, I'm Mr. Looney, and I want to talk to you guys about the wonderful social studies electives that we offer here. So we have 3 that are available. They're all semester-long courses, so that's 0.5 credits. We have American War and Film. If you enjoy watching war movies, if you like learning about wars that the United States is involved in, military history, tactics, weaponry, all that cool stuff, then I recommend that you take American War and Film. It's one of the coolest electives that we offer here at Shawnee. Next, we have Psych Soc, which is a mixture of psychology and sociology. We spend about a quarter on each of those. Psychology is the study of mind and behavior, and sociology is the study of society. Finally, we have current events. In this class, we monitor what's going on in the news. We start each day out with watching CNN 10, and then we have a discussion about the news, and students have the opportunity to choose what topics they want to research for the week. So it's very much student-led in that respect. And so we encourage you to take one or all of these, and remember that having a full 4 years of social studies is one of the components for the graduation with honors requirement. Thank you.
Hello, this is Mrs. Williams.
This is Mrs. Berry.
And we just wanted to come to you today as you look at all of the elective options that you have with all of the courses and all of the teachers that have presented videos. We wanted to encourage you to take more art.
Yeah, definitely. We offer a wide variety of classes like digital photography, computer design, sculpture, ceramics, drawing, painting, videography, basic art, and crafts class.
Plus, all of those classes you can take a second time for a level 2, which a lot of students do. I have several students right now that are taking 2 or 3 of my classes this semester as they fill out their schedule. A lot of times that happens during senior year, but you are welcome to do that anytime. It's a great way to start your day. It's a good spot in the middle, and it's a great way certainly to end your day. Anything else you wanted to say about our classes?
They are open for anyone, so even if you don't think you have a passion for art, you might surprise yourself and realize you actually do enjoy doing some of the things we learn about in our class.
Yes, because art is for everyone. We truly believe that. We live it every day, and you should just take that leap sometimes when you're afraid, because you're going to find out you love it. So, as you guys continue your schedule, just talk to your counselors if you need to modify or customize anything, and we'd love to see you in our art department. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Shawnee students, Mr. Lyons here. You looking for something challenging and in-depth? Well, sink yourself into physics. Hey, you can earn 10 free credit hours.
Hello, and welcome to tonight's evening news. We are here with Elizabeth Allen from Shawnee High School, and we are excited to hear about the things that she does during the school day. So let's talk about that, Mrs. Allen. What kind of classes do you teach?
Okay, well, I teach environmental science.
Is that an elective?
Well, that's a good question. It's oftentimes listed on the schedule form as just an elective, but it can be used as a third science credit. So those juniors who don't plan to maybe go to college or have no plans of doing anything in science and who definitely struggle with math and other sciences should probably try to take environmental.
Okay, good to know. Lots of good things happening in there. What do you do?
Oh, well, right now we're working on a tree planting project that you can look forward to seeing more information about.
Exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do you teach, Mrs. Allen?
The other elective credit that I teach is forensics. And that is a class that deals with crime scenes. So we talk about crime scene investigation like you would see on CSI. Sometimes it can get a little bit,
Creepy?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Cringy?
A little bit, definitely.
Sounds exciting. Sounds interesting.
But the kids seem to like it. We get to do a lot of fun labs.
Okay. Fingerprinting?
We do fingerprinting. Oh, I think probably the most fun one is blood spatter.
Blood spatter.
Yes.
That sounds pretty fun.
Hey, what do you do? What do you teach?
Well, I teach biology just like you. But, this is part-time because I'm a news anchor, right?
Right.
But then I also teach college bio, which happens to not be on the scheduling card, FYI. So you're going to have to write it in if you want to take it. It's a class that we usually run every other year, depending upon how many students want to take the class. But we just run the gamut of biology. I mean, we really do probably the neatest things that you could do in a biology class, we do in college bio. So we're working with fruit flies. We are.
What about DNA? Do you do DNA?
We are. We do DNA. We extract it, and then we do gel electrophoresis, where we look at how it makes bands, and we can compare suspects and crimes and stuff like that.
We can use that in forensics.
We do. What else do? We do pond studies. Cool. We dissect fruits, flowers, and seeds, and we're going to raise butterflies here with the brassica plants. So we're going to build this whole habitat.
I have a butterfly habitat.
Tell me
more.
Do closed ecosystem models. We're going to do some field studies. We're going to grow.
What's a field study?
So we're going to go out. We're going to take a look at what's like in a particular area, and we're going to just watch it over time.
So not in a classroom.
No. And hopefully we're going to go overnight to Stone Lab, which is a laboratory on Lake Erie on Middle Bass Island. The other class I teach is anatomy and phys. And in there we dissect all kinds of things like the brain, hearts, kidneys, fetal pigs, chicken wings, just lots of stuff.
So your classes sound really hard. Does everybody have to take them?
No. You should really probably only take these classes if you feel like you have an interest in the biological sciences, and maybe if that's something you're thinking about doing for college. However, I would argue that because of the college credit, it might be a little bit easier to take these classes here than take them in college. So even if you aren't going into the sciences, it might be better to get these credits out of the way now so you don't have to do it later. So I'll tell you something about college professors. They're all into research, and teaching is kind of secondary. So I know my daughter has a professor right now that is horrific and doesn't really care because they're more concerned about research and being published. So
Gotcha.
There we go. That's my part-time job.
Okay.
So at any rate, just to conclude this segment of the evening news, I wanted to say thank you, Mrs. Allen, for being a part of our program. And
thank you.
Absolutely. So I hope everyone has a good night, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
I'm here with Mr. DeLong to talk about.
My elective coursework is meteorology, which we study the weather, how it's forecasted, how it works, and weather trends, and we get into just a little bit of the climate. Probably the coolest part of the course is trying to decide, figure out how correct the weather guy was from the day before. And then we study natural hazards and disasters, which is earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes. We learn about plate tectonics and kind of how the world works and how we react and mitigate disasters, keep people from hopefully getting injured, maimed, or dead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Vincent, and I teach the Family and Consumer Science classes. And this is our lab. We have 6 complete kitchens in here, and I'm going to talk just a little bit about all the classes that I teach. I teach 5. The first one is for freshmen and sophomores who've never had any class in Family Consumer Science. It's a little bit of everything that we have in the department. A little bit about money, a little bit about renting an apartment, buying a car, you name it. Anything that we teach in this department is covered in On Your Own. It's a freshman and sophomore class. Then we also have Principles of Food, and Principles of Food is always a favorite. It's mainly freshmen and sophomores, but we spend a lot of time cooking in the lab. Right now, as you can probably see, we're looking at all the equipment and the appliances and learning about all the safety and things that we need to know to cook safely. And then next, we have for sophomores and juniors and seniors, we have personal financial management, and that meets the state requirement for graduation. And we spend the whole semester talking about money, how to earn it, what to do with it, how to save it, investing, making good purchases, smart decisions. So that's always a fun class whenever you talk about money. We also have a junior senior foods class, if I can get this up here, called Principles of Nutrition and Wellness. And in that class, we also cook. You don't have to have had Principles of Foods to have that class, but it is for juniors and seniors. And in there, we really focus on nutrition and all the areas of wellness so that you can be the best you can be for the rest of your life. And finally, we also have Human Growth and Development. And human growth and development is kind of what it says. We study everything from birth to death, all the ages and the stages, the good things, the bad things, everything that you're going to need to know as you go on through the rest of your life about development. So I hope to see you soon. And if you have any questions, stop down to see me in room 157. Thanks.